I heard two people. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's better. I know y'all full of turkey and stuff. Let's kind of shake that loose. Let's try it again. Good morning.
Good morning.
See, the vegans aren't full of turkey, so they're alive and awake and enthusiastic.
Victor.
Yeah. Turkey just makes me sleep anyway. Ask Anna. All right, we're going to start with a couple songs once we get people in here. You know, we don't sing from our seats, we sing from our feet, so please stand up. Thank you, Pat. What a leader. What a natural-born leader, Pat Frayne. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a great weekend. Yeah. Victor, to the stage, please. Victor, to the stage. We're going to do a nice, fun song where Donna's going to sing something and we just repeat it. I think you can handle that. She promised me she'll keep it simple. Right, Donna? Here we go.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
You sing. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
This sacred, this sacred, this sacred day.
This sacred, this sacred, this sacred day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
This grateful, this grateful, this grateful day.
This grateful, this grateful, this grateful. Let's do the beautiful day again. Do it again. Beautiful day. Do it again.
Okay. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Sing. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Yeah.
This soul shine, this soul shine, this soul shine day.
You sing. This soul shine, this soul shine, this soul. Here we go. Spirit of God, come on, everybody.
Oh,
Come on.
Spirit of God is upon me. Oh,
You sing.
Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh, Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, Spirit of God is upon me. Oh.
I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should. Scripts were told me. He said you gotta be good. Some love cause I want to. I love cause I'm free. Yeah. Surrounded by the Spirit, yeah. Come on. Spirit of God is upon you. Sing. Come on.
Oh, Spirit of God is upon me. Oh,
I can't hear you.
Spirit of God is upon me. Oh,
Come on.
Spirit of God is upon me. Oh,
Let's do that again.
Spirit of God is upon
Come on,
me.
everybody.
Oh,
Sing.
Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, Spirit of God is upon me. Oh,
Last time.
Spirit of God is upon me. Oh,
Come on, everybody.
Spirit of God is upon me. Oh.
Get up for Soul Shine. Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. Okay, these are so full of pie. It's hard to move, it's hard to breathe, it's hard to talk. Who made a promise?
Right after Thanksgiving meal that you'll never eat again?
Anybody make that promise? Thank you, soul sister, right there. Thank you. And thank you to everybody online. Thank you to the people in person wearing pants. Thank you to the people online who are not wearing pants. No judgment. We are a judgment-free zone here. Oh, I'm so loud, I thought the mic was on. So welcome to our Wild Soul Sanctuary. Okay, good. We got some. Yes. I love it. I missed whatever we did that everybody learned this dance without me. I was in the bathroom. I don't know what happened, but I'm so grateful for it. Wonderful. Let's do our mission statement together. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. We stand together to create a global ecosystem of unity, deep wisdom, and loving kindness. Wonderful, thank you. So we have some introductions. Please hold your applause. I know you're going to say host, you're going to want to applaud really loud, but please hold all your applauses till we get through it. The host, Rochelle Indra, that is me. Speaker today, Reverend Jane. Our prayer will also be read by Reverend Jane. Music, Soulshine, as always. Genesis is with the youth today. Lucky them. Meditation will be Lisa. She does a beautiful job. Nope. Donna today also does a beautiful job. So either way we go. We're happy. Live stream, Nico is on that for everybody at home. Yes, thank you so much for all that you do. Nate is doing slides and sound, and Chris is on camera. Woo! Amazing team as always. So we love that. And then also I always like to mention it's around the Christmas tree because the second Thanksgiving's done, guys. We're over it. No more. Now we got Christmas. But around the side is the open chair. And I love that we do this open chair. We give a moment to put somebody there that is not able to be with us, whether they have passed over the Rainbow Bridge, whether they are just not here with us today. We can put anybody we want, anybody we need to put there. I always put my puppy dog that passed away. He likes to be in laps, so if you'll put your person there so he can sit in their lap, that'd be fantastic. So I always like to acknowledge the chair that we have on stage, and that can also be a fun tradition in your home as well for the people who aren't able to be with us during the holidays. Also, a land acknowledgement. So it's so important that we do this, that we acknowledge the Wasco, Warm Springs, and Paiute tribal land that we are on. Sometimes, like me, I think the party doesn't start until I get there, but it is important to remember that there are the people who were here before us. So we always like to make sure that we acknowledge that. And Jane's about to come up and do our prayer, but for those of you who are new, who might be visiting for the holidays, we do prayer a little bit differently. Here we are not beseeching somebody outside of ourselves, hey, do you mind getting me this? I really want this. No, we are beseeching something inside of us. If you look at the green prayer claim forms, they don't say, hey, God, do you mind? Do you have time? They say, I claim. What is it you claim? What is already inside ourselves that we claim to be true? And it's really wonderful during celebrations. If anybody has anything that they've put on their prayer claim form that has come true, we love hearing about that in celebrations. So just put that on the prayer claim form. It goes, you can put down phone number, email, and then it goes to Silent Unity and is then prayed on for 30 days straight. And then you can get an email or a phone call back about that prayer, which I always love. So something to think about. And if you do the email, you can send that prayer to somebody else as well. So that's how we do prayer around here. Reverend Jane, come on up. It's okay, you can clap for Reverend Jane. Woo!
Okay, so let's just take a breath and tune in. As we begin this season leading up to Christmas and Hanukkah, all these feasts of light, this time of family, we just acknowledge that it's not an easy time for many. That for many people, this is a time of grief for those that are not with them, or disharmony for those that are with them. But in the midst of all of this is the heart of love. And we focus on that heart right now. We send it out into the world. We send it out to those who are in war zones, for those who are suffering with not enough to eat or no place to live. We just focus on love and let it grow bigger as we touch our hearts. And we know that as we all focus on love, we are creating this radiant light that is moving out beyond the edges of our bodies, that is nourishing one another in all the ways that we need to be nourished. We are so grateful, knowing the power of love. And so it is.
We're going to give you a couple of minutes to write your prayer claims on those green forms in front of your seat. Go ahead and take a minute and write those down. We'll wait.
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. No matter how many times I hear that song, it always gives me chills. We're going to be doing celebrations, so I have some wonderful helpers. They're going to come up and help do celebrations. So get your, oh my God, I'm rarely outdone, but look at these lovely ladies and their sparkles. Okay, raise your hand if you have something to celebrate. Oh, Reverend Jim right there. Okay, oh, this lovely lady here. Look at us go.
Hello.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. a bittersweet kind of celebration that Joanne and I are leaving Wednesday for our winter home in Texas for the winter. We'll be back in April, and I think it's going to be a fantastic trip, but we're going to miss y'all.
Wonderful. So that's not actually a celebration, but okay, not for us, but thank you. We're happy for you guys, though. Wonderful.
I'm
Hi.
celebrating the wonderful volunteers and crew that we had at Family Kitchen yesterday. It was really beautiful. Karen, who else was there?
Raise your hand if you were there.
Yep.
Beautiful.
A huge
Look
crew,
at
and
that.
it was so much fun, and Spencer, who organizes it, was overwhelmed by how well the day went, so.
Good. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Excellent. Who else? Got Donna right here's got one.
So I just want to celebrate that the Vegan Thanksgiving potluck was a success, and we had from 2 years old to people in their 60s, intergenerational. There were 5 out of the 8 people that were not vegan, and we all had fun, and we all ate and laughed. And the best part of it was the 2-year-old bonded with my new friend from Redmond. They had never met before, and they're friends for life now. So it was a beautiful, beautiful celebration.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Anybody else? Celebrations. Oh, yep, right here.
I'm celebrating a few things. One of them is the leftovers party and dance party that we had on Friday night, and that was really fun and well attended. And I'm also celebrating an answer to prayer, which was that Jeff's mother's house has been for sale, and with interest rates and everything, it appeared like, oh, this is going to take forever to sell it. And although it isn't signed, sealed, and delivered, we have an offer that's been accepted, and everything is on track. So thank you for the prayers for that.
Ooh, wonderful. Yes. Wonderful to get. Oh, yes, in the back here.
I am celebrating a fun trip with the family that we had to Victoria, BC last week, and it was in conjunction with Reese and I's 19-year wedding anniversary, so very much celebration around that.
Wow.
Yes.
Wonderful things to celebrate. Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much. I have an Earth celebration. Ladies, I will take those from you. Thank you so much. I think we get a round of applause for these lovely ladies and what an amazing job they do. The only time I let somebody outshine me, but they're just so damn cute. Okay. We have an Earth celebration. I always love these. A Philippine spotted deer, one of the world's rarest animals, has been born to the delight of the conservatorish of Chester Zoo in England. As part of the coordinated breeding program, this species is making baby steps back from the brink of extinction. The adorable fawn was born in September, weighing 4 pounds, 4 ounces, now standing at 12 inches tall. He has taken his first steps outdoor in this new enclosure alongside his doting parents, Nova and Cosmos. That is amazing. I love that. Wonderful. Jane was going to come up and give us a little talk. Woo! Dun, dun, dun.
So how many of you... God. A letter in the mailbox yesterday from Unity. Oh, a few of you. How many of you haven't checked your mail? Go to the mailbox. So I'm just reminding you that Giving Tuesday is coming up this Tuesday. And so we're really putting out an ask for our community to come together and give, if you can do $250 extra from what you normally participate in, we would love that. And we realize not everybody can, and some can give more. So we're asking for help to get past the point so that we can have our budget clear. So when you say that our budget, we're not making our budget, what we are doing, in case you didn't know, is we're dipping into savings. And we do have savings, thankfully, which is getting us through, but we really would like not to keep dipping into savings so that we have something whether, there's something unforeseen, like, I don't know, pandemic or whatever that comes along, or we want to invest in creating something new. And so this will help us to just get into the place where we are meeting our expenses, and we are not frivolous with what we do. So this is a time, we've already got $1,800 have come in. Thank you so much. And our goal is $26,500. So please be part of this whole wave that's going on in our country of giving and generosity, because that's who we are. That's our innate truth. So thank you for everything you do. There's all kinds of ways you can donate, as usual. Just mark Giving Tuesday on it so we'll be able to keep track of it and know how close we've gotten to our goal. Thank you.
And now we can bring the kiddos up and Genesis, so we can do our blessing of the kiddos. Yeah, I love this dress. I'm borrowing it. Okay, any other kiddos coming out? Well, you laugh. Any other kiddos coming up? Okay, here we go. Excellent. Let's do our blessing of the children. Here we go. Together. From the love, we appreciate the holy gifts you are. We see the Christ light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. You guys go enjoy. Yeah, how wonderful. Okay, on to announcements. Starting with just after our service today, Reverend Jane is going to be holding a meeting for people who want more information about becoming a member, or just you've got questions about us, about the community. She'd be happy to answer those sort of questions as well, but questions about being a member of what we got going on here. Some weekly events. The sound bath now is at 5:30. Because I don't know about you, but my bedtime used to be 11:30, and now it's 8. So I appreciate that that is moved up. Women's Drum Circle. I'm so excited about attending this one. Saturday from 10 to 12. And Open Sing will be Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Coming close to my 8 o'clock deadline to go to sleep, but we can... What? Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, look, see what we do for each other here? And then we are still looking for children to be in the Christmas service. So if you have some children in your life who love to perform, love to get on stage, love to wear glitter, it may not be glitter, but there should be, please definitely talk to Reverend Jane about that. She would still like to get more children involved in that Christmas service. The Christ During Christmas class with Reverend Sylvia will begin on November 28th at 11 a.m. to 12:30. It'll be on Zoom, and you can sign up online. There will be a newcomers potluck. I went to this all these years ago at the Kubota's house. This one's on the 29th at 6 p.m. You can sign up online. If you are a newcomer or you feel like you don't know people in the community yet, I highly, highly recommend signing up. I know where they live, so I might just show up. But if you do want to make sure that you sign up online, it is a wonderful, wonderful way to get involved in the community. They have a lovely home. They're wonderful, gracious hosts. If you don't know them, they are absolutely phenomenal, and they are reason enough to go, but also you get to meet all sorts of other wonderful people in the community. So, couldn't recommend that enough. Anna's going to quickly bring up and mention, I'm going to give her a mic, about the Bend Food Project. Yeah, there you go.
So, are we on?
Way too easy. Keep talking.
There we go. Okay. So here are the green bags. My challenge, first of all, is that I have 20 of these today to hand out, so I want to give them to 20 people, and then if you don't end up with a bag, you can still fill any bag at home, and I will pick them up next Sunday for the food drop. I just wanted also to celebrate that this is our 4th year. This is my 4th year doing this with Unity, and it started at the pandemic time. And those of you who participated, you'll remember we met in front of the church. It was all closed down. We got to see other humans from a distance and fill up my car with food. And it was a really special time to just see people from church. So I want to fill my car up, and I have a bigger car now. So that's my challenge. Let's do this. Let's really show, the love from Unity this holiday season, especially to our Central Oregon families, and fill up these bags. Thank you.
I love that I still think I can crouch down like that, and then my knees are like, you're over 40. We don't do that anymore. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Anna, for continuing doing that. I love that we've kept that going. There will be a remembrance service on Tuesday, December 5th at 6:30 p.m. I'm really looking forward to going to this service because it's about grief. And we were just talking before, there's so much, as being a reverend and a life coach, that we know there's so much grief around the holidays for a myriad of reasons. And so this is a really beautiful place to come and to look at our grief and have a place to hold our grief. Grief is not something we talk enough about in American society, and I just think it's so beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to having a place and a time where we can experience that together. And I've heard that we've done this before, and it's been a really beautiful experience. So definitely make sure you come to that. Also, I always want to remind you to look at the calendar. We tell you guys things up here. Turns out every once in a while I'm wrong. I never think it's true, but you can ask my ex-husband. He will tell you all about it ad nauseum in therapy, that sometimes we're wrong. So make sure that you're always double checking the calendar for what's coming up, because sometimes we miss something there. Okay, we need to talk about the plants. Sometimes we love things so much we murder them. It is very unfortunate, but it does happen. And we have this really beautiful problem here, sort of like the neighborhood cat. Don't feed the neighborhood cat. Don't take care of the plants unless it is your job. I love that this is our problem, that everybody loves the plants so much, that they are all tending to them. But unless you are Claire or Daniel, or been specifically assigned by Claire or Daniel to care for the plants, please only sing to them, pet them, tell them about your life. Please do not water them, do not transplant them, do not do anything else. When I saw this, I was like, I love our community, that everybody has taken it upon them to take care of the plants. What a lovely problem to have, but a problem all the same. Our flora and fauna, we are accidentally murdering them because we love them so much. So if we could not water them unless Claire or Daniel has instructed you to do so, that would be great. But come pet them anytime. Donna, you have an announcement. I'll give you a mic.
My friend Katie is doing a drop again for unwrapped gifts, donations to the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs for Christmas. And the drop can be here only on December 10th in the lobby, and I will take them to my friend, or outside in Hawthorne Healing Arts, 1211, and Ola, the restaurant, will offer 10% of each menu item for every new unwrapped gift donation, December 1st through 11th. So I'm going to put this on the Facebook page. This is a wonderful gesture that Katie's been doing for a few years. Once again, unwrapped gifts. If it has batteries, please also purchase the batteries. And it's kids from 0 to 18. Thank you. See me after.
And this can be a wonderful, I was a stepmother for a short time. It was best that it was just a short time probably for everyone. But we did this where I would take these kids down to buy other kids' toys, which was a really lovely thing to do, give them money, let them look at how much this costs, and know that they were helping out other children. That can be a really lovely thing to do as well. All right, who's ready for some music? Soul Shine, here we go.
See the moon roll across the stars. See the seasons turn like a heart. Father's days are lost to you. This is your time here to do what you will do. Your life is now, your life is now, your life is now. In this undiscovered moment, lift your head up above the crowd. We can shake this world if you would only show us how your life is now. Would you teach your children to tell the truth? Would you take the high road if you could choose? You believe you're a victim of a great compromise. I believe you could change your mind and change our lives. Your life is now, your life is now, your life is now. In this undiscovered moment, lift your head up above the crowd. We could shake this world if you would only show us how your life is now. Would you teach your children to tell the truth? This is your time here to do what you will do. Your life is now, your life is now, your life is now. In this undiscovered moment, lift your head up above the crowd. We can shake this world if you would only show us how your life is now. Your life is now. Your life is now. Your life is now.
Thank you so much. Our talk today is entitled Two Truths and a Lie, Using Your Power to Move from Illusion to Sacred Reality, with our very own Reverend Jane.
That was a fun game, two truths and a lie. Whenever we've played that and you have to, which one of these could be a lie, right? Whenever we've played that. But today I'm talking about it in terms of beliefs that we have. So one of those beliefs is a lie. Life, love, lack. It's obvious, isn't it? Out of those three, lack is the lie. But it seems so real. Sometimes we think about lack as we don't have enough stuff, we don't have enough food, we don't have enough love. In my case, I don't have my notes for this talk. I left them at home. The truth is, if you know me, if I bring notes, I set them down and then forget to look at them. But still, it would have been nice. I took a lot of time writing down all these notes and ideas that I had. So, am I lacking? No, I'm not lacking because I am not something outside of me. We have this consumer idea in our culture that there's something outside of us that is going to make us well. It's going to be some medicine, it's going to be some pumpkin pie, it's going to be a new outfit, it's going to be a boyfriend, whatever it might be. It's out there on the metaphysical shelves of Costco, and all we have to do is go out there and get it and bring it home, and we'll be good. But that's not true. What is out there is an illusion. Now, on the physical plane, let me make this really clear. On the physical plane, these bodies appear to be quite real. The food that we need, that we put in our mouth, is quite real. Our conditions of health, the number of people sitting in our homes with us, all of that is real on the physical plane. And so if I say to you it's an illusion, well, this doesn't feel very elusive. It feels very solid. And yet, what the quantum scientists tell us is that you get those big microscopes that they have, and you look inside, and for those of you who are my age, we learned all about the atom and the parts of the atom, and now we're into quarks and all these things that who knows what they are. they're, unless you've really stayed up on quantum science. But the point is, the closer you look, the less you see. Because everything that we think is solid is not solid. It's all energy. And where does this energy come from? It is. We talked previously about the Big Bang and how there's just this bursting forth of isness into the world, into the whole cosmos. And what is that isness? It's life. It's love. We think of them differently because we experience them in different ways. And yet, life, love, I just think that that's all one, energetically. The creative force just explodes with life and love into form where we get to experience it. So, when we have experiences that appear to be lacking, the way to handle this is not on the physical plane. Albert Einstein says you can't solve a problem on the level it was created. You have to move into a different dimension of thinking. You have to take yourself from the seeming real to the truly real. And this is where life and love are the reigning powers. They're not the only powers, but they're two that are prominent. Charles Fillmore talked about the 12 powers. This was something he learned from Emma Curtis Hopkins, who was the teacher of teachers back in the New Thought days when that was all coming up. And these are powers that are innate to existence, that we can tap into at any moment. One of them is wisdom. So standing here without my notes, wisdom is handy. But we all have that. When you think about, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't know what to do. That's illusion. Tune in to the truth of you. And the wisdom is right there in all its fullness. We are a walking cornucopia of power. We are life and love incarnate. In Unity, we teach technologies that allow us to step from that place of lack and illusion into our full power. One of them is meditation. And there are many ways to meditate, but when I say the word meditation, I don't know how it is for you, but even though I've taught the class numerous times on all these ways to meditate, I don't feel like I'm great at meditating. You know, it's like, yeah, I do know how to do it. I should do it more. I hear these people who have these awesome cosmic meditations, and I compare myself, and there I am in the world of lack, thinking there's something wrong with me. How can I get up here and teach anything if I'm not superb at that? Well, I'm doing it. You're listening. It's something that is ongoing. It's called a meditation practice because we practice at it. And some of us have that gift more honed than others. But the point of meditation and why we teach it is because it's a time of listening and remembering. When we stop telling the all about our problems and our ideas of how it should be. Does anybody else have, if you ruled the world, how it would go? Anybody got a fantasy on that one? I have so many. I remember when my daughter was in middle school or high school, we'd be walking down the street, and she had this concept of her own private utopia and how it was going to be and who would be allowed in and who would not be allowed in. And she would go on and on and on about this. And it's like, yeah, isn't that a bad idea? I have some ideas for this world. But I don't even know why I told you that. It clearly wasn't in my notes. Meditation, right. This is the time when we stop telling the all how it should be. And we shut up and listen. And we see if there's anything that might come to us. One of the lovely places to meditate is in the shower. Because there's something about you know how when you go to the ocean and you get those electrolytes that are coming off the ocean waves? It's the same thing in the shower. You're getting all that water on you. And don't you get some of your best ideas there? And if you don't, you're not taking a long enough shower. But just being in that space and allowing something new to come to you. It's very, very powerful. The other technology we teach is prayer. And I was thinking today, maybe we need to revise the word. We're in this really uncomfortable space where we're coming from traditions that worked for us once and no longer do, and we're creating something new, and some of it is great and we've got it, and some of it is, you know what I mean? And so as we do this, we don't always get it right. And then we don't know what to do. And we're likely to be in the illusion. And one of these things is with prayer, because prayer is an old-fashioned churchy word. And built into the word prayer is a God outside of us. Now, we talk every week, we remind you, okay, prayer claims, we are claiming, we're not entreating. But there's something about the word that makes us go back to entreating. So maybe we should just change it. It's really about aligning. This is our aligning practice. What if we start calling it that? What do you think? Yeah. Good idea? Thumbs down? Thumbs up? Because that's what we're doing. We're aligning. We're aligning with the truth. The truth of who we really are. Life and love. Pure wisdom. Order. All these powers that exist. It just is. They're on tap. Anytime we choose to step from lack and illusion into truth, they are available to us. So in our aligning practice, we identify with what is true. We always start out with what is not true, lack. It is technically possible to align without having a problem. We can align with gratitude. We can just align with, I love myself. And when we have a problem, when illusion and lack rear their elusive heads, that's when we want something outside of us to come to the rescue, right? What am I going to do? It's just outside of us. It feels so far away. And we want to bring it close. And so we want to get down on our knees, if they weren't 40 years old or older, and pray to something, save me. But that doesn't work. Instead, we go into alignment with the truth of who we are. The truth that we are whole, holy, wise. We are the incarnation of wisdom. We are the beating heart of the cosmos, love incarnate. We are not lacking. When we get into that place of alignment, miracles can happen. But they don't always happen in our time frame. They don't always happen exactly as we placed the order. But when they are in alignment with our truth, they have to happen because they're never not true. I'll give you an example. I have one of my daughters decided that her sister is not a good person for her to be around. And this has caused tremendous heartache in my family. I come from a family of 8 kids, and so there was, around the table, there was always a big gathering just because it was us. We might have been arguing with each other, we probably were, but it still was a big gathering. And that's what feels right to me. And so I've had to adapt to that and have, okay, this Christmas is over here, and this Christmas is over there, and it just, it's not the way I would prefer. I have these children that I've given birth to, that I've raised, that I love, who are not speaking to each other. And it's so hard. And I have done a lot of praying for that, and it felt outside of me. And one day I had a dream or a meditation, or I don't even remember what it was, but I saw that they were just sitting together, just chatting about whatever. I didn't see a vision of this tearful, sobbing reunion where, there was apologies and forgiveness and blah, blah, blah. I didn't see that. I just saw they're just hanging out like a normal thing. And what I realized was, wow, that already is true. And when I think about faith, my faith needs to be in that. My faith needs to be in there's no possibility of disharmony because they're both pure love. And love, love, love just goes together. And so in aligning, I have to practice that. I have to practice taking my attention off of the thing that is illusion, but seems so real and hurts so much. And face it, we're all a little addicted to drama, right? And so it's kind of easier to go into the drama, but that's not the truth. We need to practice alignment. Sometimes there are situations that are so hard, like especially with health. We know people that are dealing with illness, that are on the edge of death. And even though we have a belief that life goes on and death itself is an illusion, it is a most convincing one. And having illness, even though it's an illusion, it isn't truth, while we are in this virtual reality experience, it hurts. It hurts to have illness. It hurts to get treatment. It hurts to watch people we love suffer. It hurts to turn on the news and see the suffering in the world. And if we stay focused on the suffering and the hurt, we get stuck there in misery. But if we rise from that, if we align ourselves to the truth of wholeness, even though we don't have a clue how we could go from this yuck that is seemingly real to wholeness. We don't know how to make that happen. We just have to have faith in the truth. And we focus on the truth. And as we focus on that, sometimes what seems to us like a miracle happens. I have a dear friend whose daughter was a healthy young woman, maybe around 40. And she ate well, she was physically fit, a mom with a couple of kids. She was just having a great life. And she ended up having a situation, she was just experiencing some constipation that went on for a few days. And so she went to the doctor and got diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. And nobody saw that coming. And this was the onset of a whole series of things that she had to do. The cancer spread to her liver. She had to have chemo and surgeries and was not given much chance of survival. And many of us were in this alignment practice with her, seeing her as whole and holy, knowing that healing was possible, even though we didn't know how. Today, many surgeries and treatments later, she is cancer-free. It has been a long process. In the process of doing that, something that my friend didn't know if it was possible, this young woman found a connection to the spirit realm, the invisible realm, that she did not believe in. The mother and daughter couldn't have conversations about this kind of stuff because she didn't believe it at all. But today, she understands the power of our thoughts, and that where we put our thoughts makes a huge difference in what we experience. Even her kids, who thought it was perfectly fine for her to wait on them all the time, have a different perspective after having their mother's life be in the balance. These are things that are, think of them as byproducts of the experiences that we go through in this field of illusion that we move through. As we go through it and we use spiritual principles, great things happen. We don't always get exactly what we were wanting. It could just as easily have happened that she died. And there may be someone that you know that is in that situation, and there are no guarantees. The only guarantees are these principles. Life is, it's not conditional. Love is, it's not conditional. And if we are not experiencing life, if we are not experiencing love, we need to get into alignment with it. Alignment doesn't involve blaming ourselves. What's wrong with you? You didn't. Don't do that. We are here in this virtual reality exploring how much love and life can we download here. Can we do it in this circumstance? Can we do it in that circumstance? Because every time we do, every time we align, it's like love expands. We had this static idea of the cosmos that it's, well, okay, we can measure it. You did know science projects in grade school, right? With the atoms and the cosmos, not the cosmos, what do we call it then? The whole world, it was just with the planets all around, and that was the solar system, yes. And we thought that was all there was for a while. I mean, in 5th grade I did. I wasn't paying more attention than that. And it just keeps going out and out and out and out. And it's not static. It isn't just that we haven't traveled to the edges of it. The edges are moving. We, as incarnations of this cosmic power, are always expanding. And if we squat down and say, I'm not moving, we are out of alignment with the force that creates all that is. I have this visual of my daughter at, I don't know, she was 9, maybe 8. We had just moved here to Bend, and the first winter here, we had moved from Texas. The first winter here was the famous winter of '92, which, if you were here, it was Snowmageddon, the first one they'd had in 20 years. And so we're walking up Pilot Butte, and there she is in her little red boots, sitting on the side, refusing to go one step further. And sometimes we're like that. We're sitting there in our little red boots, and we're saying, no, I'm not gonna change, I'm not gonna move, I won't. But squawk if you like to, it makes a good story, but it's ultimately you will move because you are creative movement here happening. And so it just makes it a little easier if you don't fight with it. But you can if you want to. As we come together in spiritual community, we make it more possible for each other to align and to expand in love with ease. It's like we as a community, we're creating this rising energy that is bigger than anything any one of us has any hope of doing on our own. I'm sure that everyone in this room is either currently or recently, or maybe soon to be, facing something that you don't like and you don't know what to do with, right? It's how it works. But if we all hold the knowing that we are life, we are love, we are wisdom, everything is order in our lives. We hold all of that. We know it together. We create a field. We create a vibrational field, and it's easier to tap into for everyone. Do you remember that book, The 100th Monkey? How many of you have read that book? So it was a book basically about how these monkeys learned to wash their yams and on these islands. And then suddenly on these other islands where there was no one to teach them how to wash yams, they started washing yams. And I think the book has since been debunked as factual, but it was expressing a reality that is truth. That when ideas are accessed from truth, and they are out there in the cosmos, they're easier for the others to access. It's a vibrational field, and a vibrational field is not something static. It's something that we feed with our energy. And then we are nourished by it. And so we're all together. So if I'm doing a crappy job of meditating, but you're doing a fantastic job, then it's easier for me because you have fed the field. If I'm sitting in front of a situation that I'm feeling hopeless about, that hope is in the field because all of you put it there. And I get nourished by it. And this is the world that we are stepping into. As each one of us does our individual practices, as each one of us is changing our own lives by focusing on what is good and true. We together are creating this beautiful community, this new world that we've seen only in our dreams is coming forth because we are doing it as a community. It's not something we can create all by ourselves. We need one another. We need one another. And I know there are other things that you could be doing on a Sunday morning. And yet, when you take the time and you bring yourselves and your big hearts and you come here, you are creating something energetically. And we know, we all feel it. We feel it here. And even for those of you who are watching online, because I know I've been the one watching online, we can feel there's something here. So I want to invite you to make this collective commitment to an alignment practice where we step away from the illusion. And at the end of the service, when there are alignment leaders standing up here, I'm gonna have to print new forms and everything. Change it just isn't easy. And they're gonna say, there she goes again with her big mouth, and now we gotta do this. No, they're not gonna do that. Nobody's like that here. But when there are alignment leaders standing up here who have practiced this, I encourage you to come forward and ask them to help you step into alignment. Because it isn't easy for any of us. And we're not supposed to do it alone. So that's all I have to say about that.
With no notes, you show off.
Are we blessed or what? Okay. We're going to get in alignment with each other. Let's close our eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. Let us feel this sacred planet that we get to play upon and walk upon beneath our feet. There is no lack of imagination. So as I guide you on this meditation, this alignment, as I guide you, I want you to tap into one of the 12 powers, which is imagination. So I'm going to play the flute. And as I play the flute, once again, like I said last week, let the sound and the frequency send out those alignments to all parts of the world, as well as to yourself. And any of those trouble spots that Jane was referring to, when you're going to your favorite place on your path, I want you to find something like a tree or an owl or something to ask the question about how, and see what happens. You may have an answer and you may not. And then once the flute is over, I have just a little bit of an ending to the alignment. Are we ready? you see a mirror. And at this time of year, sometimes people feel very alone. So I want you to look in that mirror right now. And I want you to see how absolutely magnificent and beautiful you are. So take a moment to do that. Your sparkle in your eye, your smile. If you have dimples, you are magnificent. And as you look in the mirror, not only do you see yourself, but behind you, you see everyone who loves you. It might not fit in the mirror. Those people are always there for you, as this collective community is here for you. So whenever you're feeling alone, look in the mirror of possibility. Look in the mirror of the ones who love you, whether they're here in the present body or not. You are love incarnate. There is no lack of love. There is no lack of imagination. You are magnificent. As you come back to the room, take a nice deep breath and say to yourself, I am magnificent. Oh, okay. Every inch of my body, each fiber and cell is vibrating with desire, high on life itself. I'm consciously making space, opening and allowing. I'm doing the work that's needed. I'm ready, bring it in. 'Cause I know that I am worthy, worthy of it all. The wonders and the magic, all I'm dreaming of. And this is the new way, a new way of living, a world waking up. We are rising in love. Breathing deep, I feel God within and around me. The true light of my being is there for me to see. All is becoming clear. The veil is oh so thin. Everything is changing, but I'm ready, bring it in. 'Cause I know that I am worthy, worthy of it all. Wonders and the magic, all I'm dreaming of. And this is the new way, a new way of living. And world waking up, we are rising in love. I know that I am worthy, worthy of it all. The wonders and the magic, all I'm dreaming of. And this is the new way, a new way of living. A world waking up, we are rising love. And now I remember why I am here. Got nothing to lose, all is to gain, and I choose to learn from love instead of pain. I know that I am worthy of it all, the wonders and the magic, all I'm dreaming of. And this is the new way, a new way of living, a world waking up, we are rising in love. I know that I am worthy of it all, the wonders and the magic, all I'm dreaming of. And this is the new way, a new way of living, a world waking up, we are rising in love.
Thank you guys so much. That was so wonderful. And thank you, Donna. Are we not so lucky to have Donna come and share her gifts with us? Thank you so much. Soul shine as always. Thank you. I was so moved by what Reverend Jane said that as soon as she sat down, I turned to her, felt the alignment, and said, "Seriously? Without notes? You show off." That was incredible. Thank you so much. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Without notes. Gosh. And I love this idea of changing it to alignment. And see what happens. You make ideas without notes. They're going, oh, now I got to do something about it. And also because part of being a Wild Soul Sanctuary is this idea that if prayer works for you and that's what speaks to you, stick with prayer, right? If that is what speaks to your soul and speaks to your heart, great, use that word. And if alignment works for you, stick with that. If a third, a fourth, fifth thing works for you, stick with that, right? We are all here to support one another. So we'll see what the terminology gets changed, but I do like that alignment piece. So we'll look into that. Is anybody here new for the first time? Maybe you've been drugged here because you're here visiting family. You've been wanting to check us out. Anybody? Okay, would you, and you can say no, would you like to just introduce yourself? Oh, wait, don't, it's not, oh, you're so cute that you think you get off that easy. No. Excuse me, get the spotlight if we can. Here you go. Do you mind standing up? That way people can see online.
Hi, my name's Jess.
Hi,
I live in
Jess.
Bend. Hello. Hi, good to meet you all.
Wonderful. What brought you here?
What's that?
What brought you here?
Oh, my friend Russell.
Yay! Wonderful. Well, we're
So-
glad to have you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, brave soul. I like it. Anybody else? Neither brave souls? You saw her do it. She was fine. She survived. No? Okay. Well, if there are people in the audience who are new, but that was the most terrifying thing ever, then please, you can always fill out the blue forms in front of you, on the chair in front of you. It lets us know who you are. We send you some of the things we're doing, calendar, things like that. Again, as I always remind you, it doesn't mean I show up at your house because you missed a Sunday. It's just a way that we can stay in touch with you. So feel free to do that. And now we are moving to the offering. So if people don't mind, our offering people can come up with our baskets. And also, Reverend Jane brought up the giving earlier and why we're giving more this time of year. I have my check, my extra donation that I'm doing here. I'm old-fashioned, and I still have checks from 25 years ago, my checkbooks that I still need to go through. So I do checks, but there are all sorts of ways for people online to be able to give, for you to be able to give here in the audience. There's a QR code. You can text giving to the phone number. As I said before, I think it takes up to about $1 million, so feel free to give as much as you want. If you're giving $1 million, come see me after. I'm still single. So there's lots and lots of ways to give. So we are going to do, da-da-da, thank you, right on cue. We're a team here. Let's do, we'll have to get the offering first, and then we'll bless the offering. How about that? Sounds good. Okay, here we go. Feel free to dance if you want to.
want to say thank you.
Mahalo. I just want to say thank you for it all.
Thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you.
Muchos gracias.
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
Now that we have our offerings, let's do our blessing of the offerings. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you. And now we are going to do our prayer of intention. I love this prayer. This is one that Jane came up with to remind us that when we leave here, we can take the gifts that we have into the world, and we don't just lose them all the second we get into the roundabout and somebody doesn't know how the roundabout works and cuts us off and it's a whole thing. Not from personal experience, but that can happen to some people. So we have our prayer of intention. Please say it with me. Holy light, shine within and all around me. A presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. Go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving light. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for everybody online. Stay for the Zoom sessions online, and have a beautiful day.
Here we go.
I got gratitude in my heart. I got gratitude in my soul.
In my soul, baby.
I just want to say thank you.